All right. I don't know where the hell Royal is at, but apparently when he doesn't show up to work, no one else does. And honestly, I don't do what Royal says. And I saw three people waiting in the lobby, waiting for someone to start the post game, and no one did. So I said, screw it. I'll be that guy. And I'm going to give the people what they want, which is that's probably the least true statement you've ever heard in your life. Because basically, I'm just about to upload my own video, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did for the last post game because Royal also wasn't here for that either. And I'm just gonna kind of walk y'all through my upload process. So if anybody's interested in kind of the behind the scenes of what it's like to be a YouTuber or doing the upload process, now you kind of get a good look. So I already edited my video. It's exporting right now in CapCuts, which is going very slow for some reason. I think I'm almost out of storage, which is why, but that's fine. So anyways, I'm gonna open up my Photopia, gonna make the thumbnail here. Those are my Ravens edits. So we got to do Hawks thumbnail. Let's look for my little Hawks thumbnail, which is this one. Got a template for every NBA team. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna update the scorecard here. Heat win 126 to 111. Damn, that's a lot of points. Nice to score 120 again. Hey, huh? Next, we got to find a little thumbnail to put in the picture here. Usually what I do first thing is I'll go to the Heat's Twitter here. Just see if they posted any high quality photos that I want to use for my thumbnail. I guess the story of tonight is, I don't know, Norman, Pelle Larson. Maybe a nice little Pelle Larson photo would be nice. And here's one right here. So a lot of times I just kind of like to see what they have. And then in addition to that, I will also go to Getty Images. Everybody knows Getty Images. And they pretty quickly upload a ton of photos from the game as well. Oh, this is a nice one too, because it shows Trae Young flopping and crying like he was doing all game as well. I think I'm actually going to do that one. I like using photos that show the other team so people can kind of quickly differentiate, what game it was because they can see the jerseys and whatever. So we're going to use this one because it has Pelle Larson and Trae Young. I'm going to hop back to the Photopia tab here. Let's go ahead and put in that picture. Going to make it very big. Drag it to the bottom layer. And I think that looks decent. We'll maybe go a little bit smaller so you can see the ball a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Next thing I like to do is I like to duplicate it, and then we're going to remove the background on the top layer. Got to do it twice here. It's going to give me an unskippable ad. Luckily, this is only a 5-second one here. Let's go ahead and skip that. If anyone's in the comments, I'm sorry, we're not talking Heat basketball today. I'd love to. I just have a very busy night. So I figured at the very least, y'all could listen to somebody talk while y'all are waiting in here. Because for some reason, people like to listen to me talk. But yeah, so then I like to go to this top layer here. See, it's just the Pelle and Trae. We're going to go ahead. Oh, and my video is done exporting. So before we continue with the thumbnail, hold on, my computer is freezing a little bit here. Before we continue with the thumbnail, let me go over to youtube.com and let me go to create, upload video, and we're going to go ahead and drag and drop. Hello? Said my video is done, but now it doesn't look done. Yeah, I think I'm almost out of storage, which is really, really messing me up here, actually. It's really messed me up because I did get the notification saying I was out of storage, and now my whole computer is freezing because of it. Because the video that was supposed to be exported is supposed to, y'all can't see it, but it was supposed to be on my desktop, and it is not on my desktop. Which means I need to, for some reason, re-export the whole thing now. So give me a second here. File, exports, final Heat Hawks. No, I like to put the date because I save all my videos to an external hard drive. But before I re-export, let me, I guess, delete some stuff out of my documents here. Let me go here, system settings, storage. See, I have 30 gigabytes. I don't know why it's telling me I don't have space. I don't know. Mac's so weird like that, man. Here, I can delete this one. Free up 3.5 gigabytes. Because the problem is when you use CapCut, it saves like all these old cache files, which just take up a ton of storage. So like once a month, you got to go through and and re-delete everything. Okay, let me export that, and hopefully that works now. Okay, so yeah, let me go back to the Photopia then here. Make sure I'm over here. Okay, back on the Photopia. And then I like to go to that top layer. Let's go ahead and sharpen that up a little bit. Makes the players kind of pop out a little bit. That looks nice. Then we're going to go to blending options. Maybe put a little bevel. Sometimes it looks nice. Sometimes it doesn't. Those look good. Separates them from the background just a tad. We'll add a little drop shadow. And then I think I like the arrow here pointing to Pelle Larsson. Maybe. Sometimes the arrow looks all right. Sometimes it looks kind of worthless. What if we maybe put it up here? I don't know. We'll just put the arrow up a little bit like this. So we're kind of highlighting Pelle Larsson, shutting that shit down. Then let's go up here. Heat win. All right. I think that looks pretty good to me. File, exports. Let's go ahead and export this. Make sure I got the score right because I do not be saving these files. 126 to 111. Yep, that's perfect. So we can X out of that here. And now y'all see my face again, which is lovely. Let me fix that. Let's check on the exports. Can I share the CapCut screen? Share screen, window. Yes, I can. So y'all can kind of see the progress of my export here. Even though I don't know why the first one is not there, man. It went through the whole export process, and then it usually puts it on a folder on my desktop, and that folder is not completely empty. So basically, right now, I just have to waste time and wait for it to re-export. So I guess I have some time to read the comments. Adam Rodriguez, I'm aware. I think I started this stream by saying this is not what anybody wants. What do you want me to do? I don't get paid for this. I don't even get paid to make these links. I make every thumbnail for the basement, and I make every link and retype the descriptions and titles, and then they don't even use them half the time because no one shows up to work. I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid to stream. You know what I get paid for? My own YouTube channel, which is why I prioritize that. Anyways, Void Century, you seem to care. Appreciate you, bro. The Reaper said, I didn't know I was tuning into an editing tutorial. You never know what you're going to get tuning into a basement stream here. But anyways, I got nothing to do now. And it's kind of frustrating when it takes this long to export because the main goal when I upload is I try to beat Tobin because pretty much the only people that post YouTube post-game recaps is me and Tobin. I mean, a few other guys as well do YouTube shorts and stuff. But, of course, Tobin is the big dog that I try to compete with over here. So there we go. It's picking up pace here a little bit on the exports. Maybe we'll browse Twitter a little bit, see what's on over here. I can remove this. Let me share screen. Stop screen, share screen, share screen. Twitter. There you go. Okay, never mind. Video's done exporting now. So let's X that out. Let me go back to YouTube. See, this is what I usually be doing when I hop in the where's the heat thing? When I hop into the basement streams late. Oh, y'all can't see the upload. Share this. When I hop into the basement streams late, I usually be doing all of this. And then once Roddy Bricks, Malachi Tony for Heisman. That's right, baby. This year, next year, the year after that, he's not gonna make it to a senior season. He gonna be going first overall in what, 3 years? What year does that put us in? 2029, right? 2028. The Reaper said, yeah, Tobin really give go to post game. Yeah, Tobin's the best, bro. I've been listening to Tobin since I was like in high school, and I graduated in like 2016, so well over 10 years now. But yeah, so first thing we got to do is we got to come up with a title here. Usually what I do is when I take a bunch of notes, I'll throw it into ChatGPT. I'll ask it to make me a good title that optimizes the search engine use. But I didn't take a lot of notes for this game just because it was an early start. I got home late. I was catching up on the DVR. So instead, I'm going to just think of a title myself. So what if I say something like Heat, because the Heat played really well tonight, right? But I want to hit the key points. So I gotta always say Miami Heat. Miami Heat got their swagger back. I don't like that. It's too many words. Miami Heat. I mean, the Heat kind of dominated the Hawks, right? We'll just say Miami Heat. I don't know. We'll just put got their swagger back versus Hawks. Bam, Adebayo out. Pella Larson hoops. See, I don't know. A lot of times I just try to get words into there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this over to the chat, new chat, and I'll do my thing here. Can y'all see it? Now y'all can see it. As I'll say GPT title, and then I just kind of throw my title in there, and I just like to get the ideas in there with my title, and then it'll kind of spit something out that's much better than what I initially came up with. Let me see. Pellar. See, I don't really like none of these. Yeah, this one is good. Miami Heat look like themselves again versus the Hawks. It's kind of a lot of words there. Let me see. I'm gonna say more like this, and then I'm just gonna give it that one. Let's see what else it says. Miami Heat are starting to look. This is the Heat team we've been waiting for. Find their identity again. Oh, I like that. So let's try that. We'll go Miami Heat find their identity again versus Hawks. Despite Bam Adebayo's absence, and we'll put Pella Larson returns. Because, I mean, you also got Jovic back. But, I mean, Pella Larson, I just think was so awesome today. I don't know. I don't think this title is perfect yet either. See, we got time because the video is still uploading. So I can kind of take my time with the titles here. He'd find their identity. Oh, without Bam. Makes it sound like I'm throwing shade at Bam. Again versus Hawks. Without Bam Adebayo. That's pretty good. Returns and hoops. Or what if I just put a hoops in return? We'll put shines. I think this might be the one, guys. Let's just see if this has any other ideas. Yes, this one works. Clean, clear, very NBA YouTube coded. You want to hit all your keywords, right? Miami Heat, Hawks, Bam Adebayo, Pella Larson has a big European following. You know, might get a lot of searches there. To be honest, he's just a more searchable player than Norman Powell. You know, because of the overseas stuff, more people are searching Norman Powell, bit of a different, Pella Larson, and also a bit of a different story with the return. So that's why I choose to go with Pella over Norman in the thumbnail or in the title here. All right, it doesn't give me any other options. I think that's the one. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to go back to here. We're going to reuse the rest of the information from the previous post game. We're going to update the description. We're going to say Miami Heat beat the Atlanta Hawks. So now we can get the Atlanta city in there since it didn't make the title. Let me put up the thumbnail before I forget here so I can see the score. 126 to 111, I think is what it says. Beat the Atlanta Hawks 126 to 111 without Bam Adebayo. And we'll put Trae Young and Jalen Johnson play well, just to get both of those keywords in there. So we mentioned Pella Larson. I mean, you can mention all the Heat guys, but you can see I already have them all here in the description. And y'all can't see. I keep forgetting to share tabs. Roddy Briggs said, what type of SEO are you on tonight? Mark put him on a stretcher. Fletcher, that's tough. I haven't heard that one before. I like that one. Yeah, no, I really am hyped for the Canes game. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I don't know. This is just the behind the scenes, a little bit of SEO. If y'all don't know what that stands for, it stands for search engine optimization. But anyways, I forgot to share the YouTube screen, but we got our keywords in there. We got the keywords here. This part is standard in all my videos just to kind of get all the Heat players. And then we want to make sure that it's in the playlist, right? Now we got to go through our checks because once we turn on the monetization and we submit, it has a perfect rating for ad suitability, basically meaning there's no harmful content, no drugs, adult content, violence, whatever. That way, all the ad companies know that they can run ads on my video. And then we're going to upload the end cards from the last video. I usually do a playlist, you know, with the post games, and then whatever my most recent non-post game video is, which is still this Giannis trade one. I got to get back in the lab and cook up something creative for a non-post game video because it's been a minute now. But yeah, I think that's it. So it's still running checks. So I actually won't start getting paid for the first 19 minutes people watch it because the ads aren't started yet. But for me, it's more important just to like beat Tobin, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and publish it before it's even monetized, before the checks are done, because
And you're in Miami.
I want to be first. And the most important parts, when you click the video, I let it run all the way through because I don't want to click off and ruin my retention time. You know, if I was to click off now, it'd say, oh, the first person only watched it for no, I didn't know that. Roddy Bricks put him on a stretcher, Fletcher. I might have heard it somewhere. Sounds a little familiar. And I think, did they say that on the broadcast? I might have heard it on the radio or Locked On Canes. I'll be listening to that podcast too. I forget. Either way, I like that nickname. But yeah, I'm going to let my video play all the way through. Usually I listen to the full thing just to make sure I sound good. I don't have any sort of mistakes, verbal mistakes that I could then go in the comments and correct. But I'll listen to it later since I'm talking to y'all now. But yeah, I'm going to let the video run. I'm going to put a pinned comment on. I'm going to say, how do you think Bam Adebayo's absence affected the Miami Heat tonight? Wow, that's a lot of typos. And then this is just kind of good to drive engagement in the comments, get people to answer the question. Obviously, more comments better helps the algorithm. We're going to go ahead and pin that. And as we let that video run in the background there, the next thing we got to do now, Royal, bro, come to work or not. Don't be in my comments if you're not going to come to work, bro. You know where the link is at. Come on. And what does the guy mean? Like, yo, you're the guy. Yo, like, you're him. Or you're the guy who annoys the shit out of you? Probably that, to be honest. Ant, you should go live after we put belt to ass on Ohio State. Rod, are you really feeling good? Are you really feeling good about that? I'm not going to lie. I do not. But we'll see what happens. I'll be at the fams' place for sure. I'm actually going to drive back to Fort Lauderdale for that one because that's going to be a real good time. But anyways, the next thing we got to do is I'll show y'all a little bit behind the scenes of podcast uploading. So the first thing I want to do, I don't want to share that yet because I got to log in. So let me log in real quick here. And then the first place I upload my audio to is this website called Megaphone, which is basically they work with Spotify. And the reason I have to upload my podcast to this platform is because I'm with a company called North Station Media, who kind of find sponsors for me and such. So in order to get my analytics, I have to upload the audio version here first. So I'm going to go to the YouTube side. I'm going to go to the title, copy and paste. We're going to go to the description on the YouTube. Again, copy and paste. And then this one is easy. We're going to hit publish and let this one publish in the background. You can see it says processing. And then the next thing I have to do, Merry Christmas, Van Lee. I see you down there. And then the next thing I got to do is I got to go to Believe. Because if y'all didn't know, I'm a part of the Believe network. And once again, I need to log in. So let me go back to here. Let me log in real quick. And now that I'm logged in, I got to upload my audio to Believe because that's the main way that people find me on Apple Pod and Spotify and whatever else. And the first thing I want to do is go to my previous episodes and see that it was number 518. So now when I go to new episode, that's going to be number 519. We're going to go ahead and upload the audio. Now we're going to do the same thing. We'll copy the description since I already got that highlighted. We're going to go back to the title. I'm talking way too much. We're going to go back to the title, copy the title. And then for episode notes, I already have a pre-filled out description that includes links to my channel, Twitter, and such, and my iPhone notes. We're going to copy and paste that. And then finally, because I am a sponsor, or the FanDuel Network sponsors me, I have to put timestamps on here. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my video on the side here where y'all cannot see it. I'm going to scroll through till I find my first FanDuel ad because I usually put the photo up. which comes at about, let me see.
Today, by the way, which is why on FanDuel,
which is about 9:05. So down here in the timestamps, I'm going to put 09:05. Add another ad. This one is just going to be the last FanDuel odds mention. So we'll put that here. And then I'm looking through my video off screen here.
I want to shout out FanDuel.
And this is going to be at 22:05. So yeah, I have to put my my timestamps here for the FanDuel ads, so Believe knows I am doing them, so therefore I get paid. And then I also put a mid-roll ad just because it helps me get paid a little bit more, which I don't feel guilty about adding mid-roll ads to my podcast because they're so easy for the viewer to skip. You know, like it's a win-win. I get paid and y'all get to skip it. You know, it's a win-win. So I just put a mid-roll ad at 10 minutes every one. Just because I don't really get a lot of, and then we'll publish. I don't really get a lot of audio downloads, which is fine. You know, I don't channel my videos for the audio podcast side. I kind of gear them towards the YouTube side with the editing and camera quality and all of the such. But yeah, so we're good on Believe. That is done. On Megaphone, we're good as well. And then let me pull back up the, I think Twitter will be next. So let me pull up the Twitter. Okay. Can I go? Yeah, that's better. So yeah, the Megaphone is done. The Believe is done. Next thing I got to do is post to Twitter because one, I like to share my videos on Twitter anyways. And two, I have to do social media posts for FanDuel anyways. So that's why it says at FanDuel, at Believe. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste onto here. Drag in the thumbnail that I made, make it look nice and pretty. Then we're going to go ahead and post that. And then I'm going to go ahead and share this link because I have to copy and paste this link into my own personal notes because I also have to track all the social media posts that I do for FanDuel. And then I think that's it. That's my upload process. Royal said, do the show right. No. You know why? Instead of doing right, I'm going to do it white. That's what I am. And also, I'm about to leave because that is literally the last thing that I usually have to do. So yeah, so usually what I do is I'll upload to YouTube and then I'll hop in the basement. And then while I'm talking to Royal or he's talking to other people, I'll be uploading the audio stuff off to the side. So if y'all ever see me look like I'm not paying attention, it's because I'm not. It's because I'm uploading the podcast. Yeah, anyways, that's basically it. I really don't care what Royal is saying right now because one, I have no idea where the hell he's at, and two, it was either this or nothing, and you will be collecting the ad revenue, whatever the hell it is, on this 23-minute episode, which again is better than nothing. Hey, if you want to hear someone talk about that, go check out my postgame video. I just did it a ton, and I don't feel like doing it again. I'm not scared, bro. It's just how can you believe in this Hurricanes team when all they've done is hurt us our entire lives, you know? Assuming you're around my age or not, you know? It's just, I don't know. It's hard to believe in them, man. It's hard to put my faith in them because it always seems like they're going to hurricane, which is blow it at the end. Whatever. We'll see what tweets are here. Just see if there's anything interesting to catch up on. And if not, then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because my voice is going right now. It's really, really leaving. Let me see what's here. Why did someone just comment on my video and say 216? Heat report is not going to like this. What's that 216? Let me go to 216 here.
Say that I've seen in these streets, which have been active lately. Bam Adebayo has been a huge topic of discussion over the last week or so on Heat.
Why does is he, who is Heat report? Is he talking about Chat Sports or someone else? Had Heat report. I don't know. He said, I don't know. Y'all have no idea what I'm talking about because it's off screen anyways. I don't know. I'm really just talking to myself because there's no one else to talk to Twitter at the moment. But yeah, that's all I got to say for this post game, which was a whole bunch of nothing. Doesn't seem like I missed anything on Twitter either. Yeah, what do the tickets cost? Yeah, $81 to get into the Cotton Bowl. That's not bad. I know it'd be a shitload expensive to fly out to Dallas and get a hotel, so I will not be going. But I will be watching. Anyways, I'll see y'all at some point. What did he play again tomorrow, right? What did Roddy say? Shut your scary Brazers beard ass up and belt to ass on Wednesday. Yeah, that's right, man. Screw Ohio State, man. Jeremiah Smith, that boy's scared. He could have went to Miami. No, he wanted to run from the grind and go to Ohio State, man. He don't scare me. You know what? You know why Ohio State don't scare me? They don't got a Malachi Toney. They don't got a Mark Fletcher. They don't have Ruben Hurricane Bane. Listen, you could double team Bane and maybe have a chance to slow him down with a double team. Maybe. But what are you going to do about Akeem Mesidor? What are you going to do about Akeem Mesidor, baby? And then once you get the pass rush, what you going to do? You going to throw it quick? Where the OJ Frederick on this side or Bryce Fitzgerald on that side? They ain't going nowhere, baby. As the Miami Hurricanes are about to put that belt to ass on Ohio State on New Year's Eve. Roddy Bricks got me hyped. I'm watching. That's right. That boy Mesidor about to go off. This Hurricanes team, they're dominated with a bunch of true freshmen. They're going to win the chip this year and then win it next year more convincingly. Hey, but one game at a time, man. You're right, Roddy Bricks. You had to call me out. I appreciate the call out. I needed to hear it because I'm over here acting a little scared. And it's not this the playoffs. It's not time to be scared. It's not time to be scared. Thank you for calling me out, man. I definitely needed it. Yeah. I'm just bored, to be honest. But my voice is gone. So I'll see y'all probably tomorrow, assuming Royal shows up for work, because I will not be doing this again at all. Thank y'all for tuning in for some reason. See y'all. Peace out.